Welcome to the YouTube. I've decided to go long form content because I feel like you deserve to sort of see what my journey looks like more around the training side of things. You see all the content I make, all the value I provide and all my clients' testimonials. However, you don't really see what I can bring sort of training wise. And I feel like you'll gain a lot from that. And also for myself, it'll help keep me accountable along the way. So recently, as you've probably been aware, I did a Hyrox in Birmingham, but it didn't go to plan. I had COVID. I had 4 to 5 hours sleep in the build up to the race. And realistically, on a race like that, if you're not turning up at 100%, it's never going to go to plan. So I completed it in an hour and 17 minutes. My goal in my head was to get sub 70, so hour and 10. But like I said, it didn't go to plan, and it's just made me hungry for the next one. And I was speaking to my coach and he said, realistically, you probably shouldn't have even done the race. So I'm pretty proud of myself to have completed it. But I'm now looking forward to the half marathon I've got on Sunday. I've recovered from the COVID. I put a lot of emphasis on getting the vitamins in, the ginger, my immune system. As soon as I get ill, I hate it. And the goal then is to just recover. I slept a lot. I eased off stress from work. So yeah, recovered, ready for the half marathon now. Legs are feeling a bit sore still, as on Tuesday I had a heavy leg day. But other than that, it's now starting the carb load, which is why I've started this YouTube video today, as I wanted to take you along on this journey and show you what it looks like to prepare for a half marathon 3 days out. So I'll go through my sleep, what time I go to bed, how many carbohydrates I'm eating, what my meal structures look like, how my training's tapering off, all these sort of elements that will be beneficial for you guys. You can take this and implement it into your own training. So I'm now going to take you through it. So for insight, my training session today looks like AM 60 minutes on the bike at around zone 2. I'm going to take it easy. It's going to be just borderline zone 2, which for me is about 125 beats. And then in the evening, I've got an erg session, which specifically is on the ski erg. I think I've got 3K easy going into 5K hard. And then after that, straight into a 5K run, I think it's 5K run. And then I will get a good 7 to 8 hours sleep tonight. Tomorrow is when the training starts to ease off. I think I've just got a long zone 2 bike tomorrow with a relaxed ski. Saturday will be another zone 2 bike at around 60 minutes. And then Sunday, race day. But I'll go off feel. If on the build up, my legs aren't feeling it for whatever reason, I will change up what I do. But again, the main priority for me will be mobility and recovering. So food's going to play a massive part in that. And I'll have a sauna session tonight. Averaging sort of 144 watts, 125 heart rate. Bored out my skull. Don't really want to do it today. Just got the race in mind now. And also food. We'll get this done, mobility. About 15 minutes doing sort of pigeon stretches, figure 8. My glutes are really tight. Hips are always really sort of problematic when running, so going to loosen them up and then do some hamstring flossing as well. Super important to get my body sort of ready for the big one tomorrow. Now it is 2 days out from the half marathon. Today I haven't done much, taking it easy. I've done 60 minutes on the bike, I think at 135 watts, quite low heart rate, and then I went to the sauna, did 20 minutes without stopping. Since then, I've just caught up with work, eaten a bunch of food. This is the day where I'll go really heavy on carbohydrates. So I just had like 250 grams of noodles, 200 grams of chicken with a load of veg. After this, I'm going to have some pasta, and then I'll probably have a rice meal, and then like cereal. I'll load up on that, smoothies, all the quick sugary carbs. Still keep really high. The problem with the day before, you can end up feeling really lethargic if you go too heavy. So especially it being a 9:30 in the morning start on the Sunday, I'm going to keep things light. Don't get me wrong, tomorrow morning / in the day will be quite heavy on the carbs, but coming towards the evening, I will massively taper down and just ensure that I'm relaxed and going to get a good night's sleep. So it's 6:30 on the Friday, and I'm going to go do some mobility. Usually half an hour, but I'm going to add in some core as well. I'm so bored, and there's not much going on in terms of anything for me to do other than programming. So yes, I will take you with me and I will show you some of the movements that I do on a mobility / core session. These are crucial, by the way. This is the day before the half marathon. Yesterday, I didn't withhold my promise. There's no stretching videos. The gym was packed, which is surprising considering it was Halloween. But I got a clip of my ski form, trying to get better at it. It's one of my worst stations by far in Hyrox, but I found something that's clicked. So I'm looking at sort of manipulating that and taking that more further in with my training. Today, I've had 2 slices of toast. I've also had a banana, and now I'm having a big bowl of cereal. I'm just gonna do a shakeout on the bike, about 60 minutes, and then get in the sauna. Usually I wouldn't go in the sauna the day before a race. However, I'm not taking this race too seriously. I'm gonna probably do it about an RP8 effort rather than a 10, which is what I'd usually do. My coach said you shouldn't be going balls to the walls because I had COVID last week. So yeah, looking to recover, and then as soon as this race is done, I will be looking at booking in another Hyrox for sort of 6 to 8 weeks time, because I want to do a block and beat my last time. Bike session done, and now I'm all ready for the half. Just got the bib and popped to the shops for the sugars. Usually I have 2 smoothies and some chocolate before a race, and then I've just gone for some pasta with some cheese and sausage in. Not the best, but I'll have loads of chicken on the side. That's just a snack really, and then come 3 p.m. I'll have a big rice chicken meal, and then last meal of the day will go in at around 6 with some snacks in between, and then sleep early, perform at 9:30. Because in training I have no need to actually use gels. I don't really run over an hour. I didn't have any, so just went down to Home Bargains, bought 8, probably use tomorrow 4. I'm thinking before the race I'll have 1, and then 45 minutes in I'll have another, and then sort of every 20 minutes I'll get one down my neck. Because I'm not used to sort of running an hour and a half, it's gonna get difficult after, I'd say, 15k for me. I will be able to grind it out, but yeah, I can only imagine my body's not used to it. It's gonna get difficult. So I bought that, and then I've just got some porridge oats as well. Gone for the golden syrup ones. I used these last week before the Hyrox. Loved the taste of it, so, and they digest really well with my gut, which is the main thing really. Find what works for you. I'm gonna also get in tomorrow morning a couple bananas, and then that's it. Tonight the carbs have been heavy, so there's no need to sort of go big in the morning and risk, you know, going to the toilet and ruining the whole race. It's 10:23 the night before the race. I've got all the kit ready. I'm ready to go, carved up, feeling too hyper, trying to rewind now, just taking the sleep supplement. Might even get some melatonin in. So here's what the race day is gonna look like, the outfit. We've got the Puma Nitro Free Elite DV8s with the Nike, their super short shorts, if you know, you know, and then the blue Dry Fit night vest. And that, guys, is the half marathon wrapped up. I just want to say I'm super proud of the time I got. The chip time was 1 hour and 41 minutes. For what I expected, I was aiming for around 1 hour 35 mark. However, that was with the intention, with the course being flat. I didn't actually look beforehand what the course would look like. Didn't want to put any pressure on. I was never going to go all out anyway, but I was hit with a big surprise. 2 kilometers in, I was running up a hill, and I think the elevation for that kilometer was like 35. So I knew I was in for a race. And then I looked after the race, I think 330 meters total elevation. So flat, I'd probably say I'm around 1 hour 35, which, just to know, I'm super happy with. I know that the last 12 weeks has been a massive success training wise. And the 2 points that I was going to mention in the race, when running downhill, at first it was fine. However, I got to the midpoint of the race, and I started getting this abdominal pain, which was unbearable. I had to stop. I usually never stop. This wasn't a cardiovascular problem. It was some really, really sharp pain, and I couldn't move forward without really nearly dying. So I stopped, cold up, punched it, and that seemed to work. And then the main thing really was when I was going downhill in the future, I was proper putting an emphasis on my breathing. That tended to help. Other than that, I was slowing down. And then the second point was the pins and needles I got in my left foot. I've never actually really had that in a run. I've maybe a couple times, but very brief. So that was a surprise. I got it in my left foot, and it just felt like I was running on something that wasn't there because it was so numb. However, luckily the water station was nearby, stopped, down some water, just shook off my left leg, and then that was all okay. But other than that, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you actually liked sort of my food, the training schedule, and you learned a lot from it. If you want more videos like this, just drop a like below. Other than that, enjoy the future videos.